So welcome to week 2 of the Beta Pledge Dip Review. So last week I'd like to apologize for our mediocre performance. It was our first time, so give us a little bit of a break. So right now we decided we were going to go a little more exotic. Maybe a brand that some of y'all haven't heard of. So I looked for some of the grossest dip we could find, and
he succeeded in that.
I found it's Tough Guy Lemon. It is not normal cut. It is what they call fat cut. And so do you want to talk about the pinch of this type of dip?
So, this just came to my mind. You know the Easter basket your grandma gets you from Walmart or something? It's got the stringy paper stuff in the bottom. That's what this is. You grab it, and it's got like ribbons coming out of the bottom.
Look at this.
You can't just grab one pinch. That's why I have this.
Monster end.
I would compare it to almost like when you cut the grass, and then you have, if you're bagging the grass, then it's like putting an entire bag of grass in, except it's confetti paper.
Yeah. The smell is just pungently disgusting.
The smell is wholly repulsive. It's fucking shit.
It smells like Lemon Pledge just got shit on. It is disgusting.
It does have like a bit of vomit smell mixed with lemon.
Yeah.
The lemon is slightly more powerful.
Mm-hmm.
But does that matter?
Definitely get the vomit.
Because there's vomit smell in there. There's vomit smell to it.
No, this is absolutely.
And now it's in my mouth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now going from the smell, we can let's go to the taste of it. Once you have it in, I mean.
What are you thinking?
I don't really taste too much.
I was about to say the same thing.
Which
I don't taste hardly anything.
Which is actually kind of nice, because if it tasted anywhere close to the way it smelled, probably would have killed myself, because this is absolutely atrocious.
Terrible smelling. But you know what? Now that's on my lip, I'm not hating it, man.
I'm not hating it that much either. Like, I'm not going to lie. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, I'm definitely going to think they have some other sweet flavors that actually looked decent.
Yeah,
definitely.
We chose lemon because it sounded like the shittiest possible flavor we could find. Mm-hmm. Maybe even worse than Skullberry.
Yeah, well, I don't know. They have some fruity flavors, too. I was thinking about getting the vanilla.
Vanilla? Now that sounds terrible.
It'd be like dipping Christmas time. Yeah, the packability on this one is...
it's different.
Yeah, because it's a fat cut and not a long cut, it doesn't like to stay packed. But in your lip, honestly, it's a little bit better than a long cut.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see that. That's just a little stringy thing that we found. It's like long cut. It's wider, and it's on the ground. And it's on the ground now. But it's kinky almost, and not in a sexual sense. Though it is. It's kinky like a hose.
Yeah, I mean, it's not straight like a normal long cut. Mm-hmm. Like right here, so we have some coat mint right here. Because we didn't know how bad this was going to end. See how coat mint, how fine it all is.
It's very straight and uniform.
No, and this stuff, like, the cuts on this are, like, way longer. I mean, a cut was about that long.
Yeah.
And it was very rigidy. It wasn't a straight cut. It was very bent.
Corrugated cardboard center.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to get out of the can, but easy to keep in your lip.
It is. So the package here, it doesn't have that sexy gold brass outer rim to it. It's got this silver, aluminum looking piece, and got this very tough guy on there. I don't know where they would have come up with that guy.
This is definitely the dip for pussies that think because they dip, they're like the most badass person on the planet. You know?
Mm-hmm.
The nice thing, though, they sent me a pretty cool sticker that I put on my Yeti because, I mean, it was pretty badass and it was free. A can of this goes for about, what did it go for? About $3.50. I mean, not horrible. Definitely cheaper than Coke, and there's definitely a reason for that. Popping sound. You want to review that right now?
Oh, no.
Sounds about the same.
Can't get a good pop sound on it. A little softer, though a little deep tone.
Yeah. I don't know. If I were a guy walking around with a can of dip showing everyone what can I was dipping, I'd definitely rather be showing off this than something like this.
Yeah, because people are going to see that and think, tough guy. Probably drives a big diesel truck, has an inverted penis inside of his body.
Probably got smokestacks on that shit.
Probably does.
Yeah. So right now I'm definitely starting to feel the buzz. So
there's a buzz to it.
a little buzz. I mean, nothing huge.
How would you compare it to last week's premium?
Oh God, night and day. Night and day.
Less than that then.
The premium, whatever it was, the wintergreen we had, killed me. I was on my couch for 30 minutes after this video because I was afraid I was gonna die if I moved. This one's definitely the kind of dip you could do throughout the day and get shit done. Like I feel like you could run with this one in your lip.
I can get that. Then when you get a little thirsty or something, you just swallow some lemony flavored.
Oh no,
No,
I would not do that.
that's another.
Like you can definitely get the flavor, but only as you spit out.
I agree. As it's sitting there,
It's
it
nothing.
has no flavor.
It's just a lip. But if you like suck and then spit, it's a spit with a little bit of a lemon tint to it. Not horrible, not great. I don't know. What would you give this out of a
color spit,
kind of yellowish?
kind of yellowish.
It does
Not the darkest, but
it does leave a weird taste in your mouth though. Like
I do
in the back.
I do have a strange filmy taste in my mouth, which I wouldn't prefer having there all the time.
But I wonder if this is one of the things where if you dip it enough, it goes away.
Could be. Could very well be.
Yeah, now I just get it's like a stale taste in the back of my mouth.
Yeah, I think the quality of this tobacco is probably less.
It is shit.
It's probably shit. Absolute shit. So by that, we mean it's farmed by illegals.
But it is premium chewing tobacco, but premium is a word people like to throw around loosely nowadays.
Premium's a very loose word. We can put some metaphors on loose, but we'll leave that up to the viewer imagination.
So, flavor scale, I was going to say was about a 6 or 7 out of 10. But now with that gross taste in the back of my mouth, it's a definite 4.
Yeah, I'm moving it down too.
Not good, not something I'd want to dip 24/7. But I definitely think you have to dip it at least once.
Have to.
So find me. I'll keep this on me at all times, and if you ever want to try it, just let me know, and I'll let you take a pinch. But it's an experience I think we need to all have.
I'm thinking that if I only had Tough Guy Lemon and I hadn't had a dip, in a few hours, might be tempted to take it.
Another thing that I think this is going to be good for is to realize how much you appreciate your other dip.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if you're getting, I chew coat and mint. That's all I really chew. So if I were to, all of a sudden I'm getting tired of it and I need something to make me appreciate my mint more, I would go 3 or 4 lips of this, and then I'm guaranteeing you once I take this out and throw this in, it's going to taste like candy and just be phenomenal.
I was kind of liking the texture earlier, that fat, weird confetti texture. I'm not liking it anymore. So I would say now that we have reviewed 2 dips and then we have the Copenhagen as a standby, so that Grizzly Premium Dark Wintergreen was almost a felty taste. It was very soft in the lip.
Fine. Yeah.
Soft and fine. Copenhagen a little bit more rough.
It's there.
And then this is just on the other end of the spectrum weird.
Yeah. Only recommend this for experience. Not for everyday dipping.
Right. So say you're a successful businessman, and so you're a successful businessman, you can dip. Nobody's gonna care. That's cool. But if you pull out a can of Tough Guy Lemon, go ahead and just abandon all your accomplishments in life.
You will get demoted.
You do look like a pussy.
Yeah. This is definitely a weak man's dip.
Yep. Yep.
We went from the absolute. We looked it up, and what we chewed last week was the strongest dip on the market. I would say this is the shittiest dip on the market now.
Yeah, I'm pretty much hating it now.
Yeah, no, definitely don't want to do this ever again unless forced.
So, in general, I hate the can.
Yeah.
I hate the name. I hate the consistency. I hate the smell, and I hate the taste. That being said, I'd throw in another.
Yeah, always.
I'd throw in a filler right now.
The only problem is I agree with you on 4 of those, I don't mind it in the lip, honestly, because I'm not getting really the strays that go, to the back of your mouth. And
I
it's
agree.
really easy to manage in the lip. So, like, if it does
is.
kind of slip a little bit, it's really easy to push back and you're set.
We'll throw
Oh,
one
God.
in the front.
Mm-mm.
You don't want that?
Mm-mm.
You just got a smell of it.
The taste is just not good anymore.
You ever driven by a garbage dump? That's what it smells like. Now, this is the problem I've been running into. When I try to get a pinch, I have these stalactites hanging off. I'm gonna have to use 2 hands.
Definitely two. You can't just grab. You can't be driving and try to throw a lip in unless you can drive with your knees. Yeah, no. Not my cup of tea. But putting it in the lip is pretty easy.
It does go in pretty
Because
easy.
like the cope and stuff, it's so small when you throw it in. You get like the few strays on your lip right here, up and down. Some might go down your chin if you're not very good like me. But this, I really haven't run into that problem.
I don't know if you can tell. My pinching fingers are now stained.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Mm-mm.
I don't want stained fingers.
No. I mean, ladies already hate dip. And so, I mean, they're going to hate if you have stained fingers. You can make their, wet smell like lemon, though, if you really wanted to.
Garbagey vomit lemon.
Mm-hmm. So, final thoughts. Don't ever buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Come to us if you want to try it, which we highly recommend.
We do.
Just for the experience so you understand how horrible this shit is. I'll also have a can of Coke if you need a backup.
Yeah, final thoughts. It's a waste of money. There's a reason that it's hard to find in gas stations.
It's the reason we
And
had to order
stores.
it online.
Now that I think about that, it makes a whole lot of sense why
Absolute sense, yeah.
it's not really
Why you won't go to 7-Eleven and be like, hey, give me a can of Tough Guy.
lemon.
Yeah.
Because it's terrible.
It's terrible and it's for pussies.
That's right.
So this has been week 2 of the Beta Pledge Weekly Dip Review. Thank you for watching. Any suggestions, of course, just let us know.